Okay, so then what's going to happen is you're going to get this screen, which is what's called the ad set screen, uh, or audience screen, whatever you want to call it. So this is basically where you're going to now set up your audience, who you're going to target basically, and then you're going to set how much you're going to spend, how long the advert's going to run for, and then we'll move on to actually creating the advert. So this is the screen that you'll get up. So on the right, you can see currently the potential audience size, estimated daily results based upon that budget there, right here. Um, so the potential reach, which is based upon the audience here. So what we're going to do is just going to go through this and I'm going to set it up. Now, if you've not set up what's called a Facebook pixel, which is mentioned here to track the conversions, you're probably not going to see this bit here. I think it'll just say website and then that's it. But for me, I've already set up the pixel, so usually I would come up with an empty box here and then I would just select leads. I'll have to do a whole nother video on Facebook pixel because that's crazy. So if you've not already done that and you want to do that, by all means go learn it, but I'm not going to speak about that, so ignore that bit. Dynamic creative, ignore that, never use that. Offer, never use that, ignore that. Then this is the bit that you're going to focus on, mainly the audience section. So where it says here audience size on the right, this is basically, and the potential reach, the amount of people that will possibly see it, is all set based upon what I've set here. This is all automatically set by Facebook, so we're going to change this a little bit. So first things first, if you don't have a specific target audience that you already train or specialize in, I would highly recommend that you do that, because if you try and set out the same advert for men as for women, then you're not really going to get great results. You're going to be spending a lot more money than you need to, because most advertising should be specialized to certain types of people. So, for example, my main clientele rather, is women who are between the ages of 40 and 50 and ideally live somewhere close to me. So I'm based in Abu Dhabi, more specifically in Khalifa City. So I would try and set it up to target those kind of people. So as you can see right now, if you don't already know that information, go try to figure it out first and then come back to this. But for now, I'm just going to show you how I would set it up. So for me, as you come through here, if you've already got custom audience that you've set before, you can use them here, or if you've got a saved audience, so these are the ones I've used before, then you can do that. Sorry, these are actually from my pixel. I just realized that. Okay, never mind. Ignore that bit. So then we'll come down to here, locations. So you can set it up based upon a map and the locations that you're in. So if I'm based in Abu Dhabi, I don't want to target all of the UAE because I am not going to go train someone that is based in Dubai, Sharjah, Ras Al Khaimah, Fujairah, or Al Quain. There's no way I'm driving all the way there just to train one person, come back. So then what you want to do is you want to basically remove this. So click the X. And then you type in a location that's suitable for you. Now, I'm going to type in Khalifa City. For some reason, it never seems to work. Let's see. No, it doesn't. For some reason, whenever I type in Khalifa City, it doesn't work. Let me try a different area. Maybe Khaladia. Did I spell that right? No. Mazda? City? No, okay. For some reason, it's not working. If you're getting certain locations and it's not working for you, then what you can do is you have the map. You can use a pin to drop anywhere on the map. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Abu Dhabi. I know Khalifa City is about here. So then I'm going to use the drop pin and drop that directly in there. And then what it does is it sets an automatic radius of that area of 16 kilometers. Okay, so for me, I'm probably not going to go that far out. Yeah, so I'm just going to change this to 12. Yeah, that's a little, didn't really do much, but whatever. Let's go 10. But anyway, you can figure it out. And depending on where you're going to train people, if you're a freelancer, for example, or if you're based in a gym, then you want to make sure that the radius is either if you're a freelancer, somewhere that you're willing to drive to, and if you're based in a gym, that people are going to be willing to drive to you from that area. So if you're doing a gym, I would probably keep it about between 8 and 10 kilometers, which is what I've found seems to be pretty good for a gym I'm helping currently. Um, so then once you've got that, oh, before I forget, see this little bit that says people who live in this location? Change this to people, oh, no, sorry, yours will be set to everyone in this location. Change it to people who live in this location, because especially if you're based in Dubai, Dubai gets a lot of tourists. So for example, if you're based somewhere near uh, Burj Khalifa, then you're probably going to get a lot of tourists that look at your adverts, which is a waste of money for you because they're not going to sign up because they're only there for a week or two. So make sure it says people who live in this location, select the pin on your map, then change it to the kilometers that you need, and then leave it at that. I'm just going to delete that because I've done it twice. And then you're going to come down to the age. Nope. So like I said, I train women between the age of 40 and 50, so I'm just going to change that to represent that. It's gone 50. And then gender, nice and simple. I'm going to do women. Again, make sure the advert that you're doing is only sent towards men or women. Don't do all. Even if you want to create multiple ad sets, do that. Do one for men, one for women. So for now, I'm just going to do women. And then the language, I only speak English. If you speak both languages, by all means, add in whatever you want. I think you can do like Hindi and stuff, yeah. So Arabic, yeah, you can do that. So do that. So we're just going to set it in English. So this basically, my audience is now done. So before this said 10,000. Now we're down to 22,000 people. Okay, so that means that 22,000 people around the area that I've marked off are women between the ages of 40 and 50. Now, as you change that, this will change. A lot of people hesitate in doing this because of the lower numbers. They think they're not going to get good results. But I actually find the opposite. You get better results if this number is somewhere between 15 to like a couple 100,000, maybe 200,000 at most. But obviously that just depends on where you are and what audience you're selecting. But the more kind of specific you can make it, the better. So then the next section of the audience is to do with detailed targeting. So this is very broad targeting. You can get really specific if you want. So this is like you can target people's interests, hobbies, demographics, job titles, some job titles, things like that. So if I wanted to, I could type in fitness and it would give me different kinds of options to do. So I can do job titles, I can target fitness trainers if I want, people who like muscle and fitness, LA fitness, all these different types of things. But for now, just leave that blank. So this is what we call a cold advert that we're going to do. So just completely ignore that for now. And then just go through, ignore. Okay, this bit, the placements, you want to pay attention to this. So what happens is Facebook will give you certain placements that you can put the advert. So it can do either mobile or desktop versions. And then you've got all these different areas. So you'll see as I scroll through, it changes what the advert will look like and in different areas. So this is Facebook, this is Instagram, then you've got the audience network. I don't actually use that ever. And then you've got the messenger, what it looks like in their stories, all that type of thing. So normally what I do is I focus mainly on mobile just because a lot of the traffic these days to the internet in general is shifting towards more mobile than desktop. By all means, do that if you want. But let's just do mobile for now. Actually, to be fair, you better just do mobile for now, and then I'll show you in another video, quick way how to do it, so you can do different ones. But anyway, so we're going to do mobile. Just untick these for now. Okay, because what you're going to do is, I never do it to everything, because I design my adverts a specific way. So I would usually I would create different ad sets. So I would create this one, create the advert, and then go back into the ad manager and duplicate it, everything I've done here, and then separate it between Facebook and Instagram. So for now, you can just leave it as this. The reason I duplicate it and do separate ad sets for Instagram and Facebook is so that I can see the statistics show up separate on the original screen that I showed you, where it shows you all the results and that type of thing. But anyway, let's just for now keep it nice and simple. Let's do Facebook, Instagram on the feeds, because that's where most people spend their time. If you want to do stories, by all means. Honestly, I don't get great results from stories, so I'm going to leave them blank. And then just scroll down all the way through, ignore, 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 and then you're going to come to your budget and schedule. So when it comes to budget, you've got a couple of different options. You can set it either as a lifetime, which means that if you start it today, it will finish at a selected date and time that you want. So I normally set it as a month, or if you want, so you can also set the times, set it in advance from today, rather than at the time that you're doing it at. And then you can either set it as a daily budget. So you can spend, I don't know, £5 a day if you want, which would be like 20 odd dirham. But I always set lifetime budget. And then what I do is I select the amount of money that I want to spend over the course of that month, and just let the advert do its thing. I just prefer it this way, so because I have a certain budget that I want to spend. I don't want to spend any more than that, and then I just leave it as at that. But again, it's up to you. Whatever you want to do, play around with it a little bit, see what you get results with the best. But then what you'll see is on the right, you've got these estimated daily results. So with my budget of £150, which is about 1,000 dirham. So the reason I picked 1,000 dirham is because for me, it's about half of a new client doing a minimum of 2 sessions a week. With me, probably a little bit less actually. But anyway, I use that one just because I know it's a safe amount that I can spend. And if I don't get a new client, it's not going to be a crazy amount for me to live without. So I would start with that, and then as you get more and more clients, then you can put in a little bit more money. So for example, if you get a new client every month, then you could probably spend 2,000 if you really need to. So just start off with a set amount. I recommend a minimum of 1,000 and then go from there. But this is the type of results that I would get if I use this advert today. So based upon spending 1,000 dirham over a month, I'm expected to, on a daily basis, so one day, in one day, I would be expected to reach between 900 and 300 people and get 4 to 6 leads. So that's the conversion that we're aiming for, leads, 4 to 6 leads per day. Not always happens that way, but it's mix and match. So that's the expected results, and then the rest of this, just ignore. Yeah, just ignore all that. Then press continue.